It's your girl, Jacina Love, and we pulled up on Mia Snow.
That's good.
Super excited to have you, baby.
Thank you for having
me. And I know y'all's on the other end saying, girl, you always super excited. But I love anybody I sit with. I love the art.
Thank you.
And for what you're doing right now, how you came in, let's talk about it, because your story is beautiful.
Thank you.
Your upbringing, regardless of how hard the times were, coming from a woman who's a teacher, who's a mother, I mean, so inspiring to see where you are right now. And I can only imagine what it took to get you here. So Jacksonville in the building, Jacksonville, Florida in the building. Talk to me about your upbringing and what's one of the most positive things you could take from it? Being a foster child. Yeah, I know you're like, wait a minute, this is a different direction.
I could probably say the positive will come later on. Okay. Because I'm still dealing with it. I'm still having to heal from it. I'm still having to get through it and not dwell in what I went through and just continue to just be like, no, I got this, and what will happen if I keep going? So I'm waiting on the positive to come.
And what keeps you in that mentality?
My faith in God. Because I do this for him. I do this because of him, and I do it through him. Like,
ooh, I got goosebumps.
I'm just saying, like, I'm for real. I'm big on God, and I just feel like we need more of that in the industry. So
oh my God,
I'm ready to bring it.
And the fact that so now when it comes to your sound, because I don't want to just throw out drill, because to me, Coast Summer, you were giving me so many vibes.
I'm very versatile.
So you're very versatile.
Yes.
So being in the industry, talking about God like that, it's like, I do feel we need more of it.
We do.
I do feel that you can still rap and be the hottest girl, be the hottest guy, and have faith.
And do right.
Right?
Yes.
Do right. That's really what it's about, right? Doing right.
Yes.
The fact that you had a mother. Now, when I say a mother, your mother who raised you.
Yes.
Finding someone like that, having someone like that in your life, what did that teach you about the humankind?
Well, it was kind of confusing because I was at an age where I was like, they were still trying to make me do visits with the people I didn't want to be around. And then, so I would run away, continue to run, because it's like, you're not going to make me do anything I don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I left. I always left, and I did have to leave my mom, my foster mom, but she's really my mom.
Yeah.
So I had to leave, run away from them because they're trying to make, the system trying to make me do visits I don't want to do. Like, what am I visiting for? I'm not rekindling nothing.
Seriously.
I'm good. And nobody understood that, so it looked like I was being rebellious, and I was just a bad kid, always running and not listening. No, I'm just not doing anything that's going to continue to hurt me and bring me down. Being with them, I would have never been where I'm at today. Like, I did all this on my own, being alone, just out here, having to learn the good and the bad, and meeting the good and bad people, like the different types of people you have to meet. It's just like, it's overwhelming and very stressful, but it's like you have to go through all that, you have to experience things like that to know what not to do. So I'm glad I could experience that early, because imagine if I just now learned about it all. I went through all that at 16 through 18 years old. When I was able to get myself out of foster care, that was the biggest thing for me. I signed myself out. I was on the run at the time too from a group home, so it's not like I went to the defects building or anything like that. I just had them send me a paper. I printed it out, signed it, took a picture, and sent it back to them, because they was never going to see me again. So it's like there's no point of walking up to the office or anything. So I signed out, and I just kept going. I was able to do things more as an adult, being a beginner adult, because it's a lot. When you have to grow up early, you already feel like you're an adult.
Oh my
God!
I
had to balance everything out. It was a lot.
And I would say, you sound, you hear it in you, the genuineness, the growth, the fact that you were okay, not okay, but the fact that it seems like you knew your place. Mm-hmm. Okay, the childhood's, that's done. I got to get myself somewhere, and you took charge of that. That's such a beautiful part of your story.
Because everybody would just when you look at a foster kid, that's all they're titled as. Like when you hear foster kid, oh, somebody in the system. Like either
Yep.
it was because the family was bad or because the behavior was bad. So that's all you get looked at. Oh, you'll always be a foster kid. You'll always be from the system. I had to make another title. I had to make people see something in me that nobody like saw at first,
Wow.
or they saw it and just didn't, and they ignored it.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to make a name for myself. I wasn't gonna be what they was calling me and what they make me out to be. So
Wow. What a beautiful story of a
Thank you.
beautiful person. And just seeing you, I feel the confidence. And that doesn't, again, I'm a teacher. I see these stories like this all the time. Every day I'm playing that mother role to some students. You know what I'm saying? And that confidence is something that they lack. You know, not
it's
having,
because we feel like we have nobody.
yeah.
And a lot of us in the system, like, people even tell us we ain't got nobody. People bully us. People always trying to, like, downplay us or just anything negative. It was all because they was like, oh, you ain't gonna be nobody. You don't have nobody anyway. So when we feel like we don't have nobody, we feel alone. It's like we don't know if we're actually gonna make it somewhere. We're always gonna be in the system. Mm-hmm. Will somebody ever not give up on me? So being a foster kid, we all feel like everybody gives up on us. I was given up on since I was 3 years old. Mm-hmm. Even like when I get in a relationship with a guy, it's like they end up knowing my story and knowing what I went through, and then it's like the smallest little thing or something, or you get an argument and now you gave up on somebody. Now you're done. Now you're just, this generation is so fucked up. Like, it's just like you can't have any type of relationship, friendship wise, all that. Everybody just gives up on you. So it's like when you went through that so much, you're kind of used to it. But you just have to find that, like, that you have to tap in with something that you love to do in order for you to, like, prosper and grow. You have to just find that hunger, and I have that. Like, I'm very hungry for this, and that's what keeps me going, being hungry.
And it's such an important thing that you said there. Like, we don't realize how adults make it worse.
Yeah,
right. We're like,
especially if we're looking up to you, like
working in a school that I'm working in, right? Like, we're in the hood. We're working with the ground. We're on the grounds. And I hear teachers all the time saying, like, well, I graduated. You figure out what you're going to do. There's just certain things we shouldn't be saying. There's just certain ways we shouldn't be handling certain students, you know?
It's very challenging.
So the fact that you went
even if it's not a foster kid, like a kid in general, you need somebody with guidance, at least in your life. I never had any guidance. I think people tried, but then it's like they don't know how to handle somebody who went through so much. Like, you know what I'm saying? So people give up. People love to give up.
Wow. But look at you.
Oh,
look where you at,
baby.
People
give up. But one thing I have never done was give up. And I'll never give up on myself.
So when did the whole music thing start for you?
When I was in one of my group homes and I was writing in my diary one day, and I loved to write. Writing was my favorite thing to do in school, too, when I was in public school. Like, I love language arts. I wrote a book one time when I was 14. It was a little R.L. Stein.
Oh, I love it. R.L. Stein.
Yeah.
Those are the times.
And so I was like writing in my diary, and I'm like, I want to be heard. Like, I'm writing all this in my diary, and I'm reading it, and it's just, I just want somebody else to hear me out. And I was never good at talking to therapists. I hated talking to, like, kids. I can tell you one thing. We never liked talking to a therapist because it's like, why are we talking to somebody who's getting paid to listen to me? No. So now I'm going to get paid to be listened to. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Look at that, how you flip that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I just, music is my escape. So it's like, that's what I want folks to, like, realize, like, just find something to escape.
And what is it about you that on stage, because we're going to get into the tour that you were just on, but you're on stage, and I feel like, I guess it's that idea of just being heard. Like, now you're seeing your people. Now you're seeing the fans. So it's about being, because your presence on stage, the way you're carrying yourself, when you're on your freestyles, when you're just, it's like, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what everybody's gravitating to.
But it took a little time for me to actually get, like, comfortable on stage. Sometimes I'm still, like, a little nervous because it comes with just that feeling like, oh, when you're up there, like, oh, all these thoughts are everywhere, like, oh, will they actually like me? Oh, what are they going to think? What will people in the past see? Like, what will they say?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. And it's just like the feeling where sometimes I may get a little nervous up there, and I won't give what I need to, like, I won't bring what I need to give for real. And I'm getting better though. And so it's like, yeah, it's kind of challenging.
I feel like there's a confidence about you though that we've been taken to. And I feel like that's what the industry's taking from you right now. This is what the people are loving from you right now. It's that confidence in your music, your sound. Okay, let's talk about the versatile sounds.
Okay.
There's a song that's out, and to me, it's like it's giving R&B, but at the same time, I've heard drill, and so talk to me about all those different styles.
So it's like people like to say, my manager calls me a unicorn because I'm
I love it.
I could just do it. Like, I'm just like something nobody's seen, nobody's heard before.
Yes.
So it's like I really don't know how I'm able to
so
do all these different styles, and it comes naturally. It's not forced. So it's really just God. That's all. Like,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, let's talk about working with Ceddy Hendrix.
That is somebody who's very special to me. Like, he's been my brother to me since I was like 18 years old.
Wow.
When I actually stopped doing music for 8 months, because when I was with the label at a time, when I was 18, there was some issues, but it's all love, and it hurt me, and they gave up as well. So when they gave up, I gave up on myself for like 8 months. In that 8 months, I did link up with Ceddy again, because we was already like working and around each other, and like feeling each other out, the vibes. And he told me, you're not going to get any respect if you don't do it yourself. So since I had nobody, of course I had to do it myself. So I just kept going, and then that's when my team now, Morris and Nathaniel, they found me. So, but yeah, Ceddy's very special to me. He's literally the reason why I even kept going, because I was done. I really was done. I was like, what now? Why me? Why do I got to keep going through this?
Why do they keep giving up on me? Wow. And Kodak Black, you have a relationship with Kodak Black too?
Kodak called me right before the tour, actually, and was wondering where I was at. And he was like, where you at, Jit? And I was like, I'm on tour. And
I love the Jit.
Yeah, and he was in Atlanta, I guess, at the time. I'm like, I'm on tour right now, but, you don't need me there to get that song in. Go ahead and finish it.
Okay, tour. Let's talk about the tour.
I've been on tour since February, and I love it. I love it.
And you just, like, September 6th was the last show, right? September 6th was the last show in Brooklyn?
I think so. I don't remember the date.
And you're getting ready to go right back on tour.
Yes, in October I'm coming back. So I go to tour like every month.
What's the best part of tour?
Meeting the different artists and different talents. Like, I love to see people who are striving for the same thing and, going hard about it. Like, I love it. I love music in general, and I just like, I know what I got going on, but I like to see what somebody else is going to do with their skills, with their artistry. Like, I just want to see. I'm nosy. What you going to do next?
What you got for me?
What you got? Because I know what I got. So what you got? But it's genuine. It's like I always want to know what they got next. Like, where the talent at?
So, Jacksonville, right? Florida, yes. Right? And now you're in ATL.
Yes.
Is there a difference in music? Is being in ATL inspiring you a little bit more?
Music, yes, but I've always been in Georgia my whole life because of foster care. So yeah, I was born in Florida, and but I was mostly in Atlanta for the most part.
Okay, nice.
But I do listen to my people in Florida, and it's totally different. Like, everybody's flow, like the flow is different, the style, and I love it. I love the different styles because it's, it's authentic.
Cold summer. I love it.
Thank you.
Love it, love it, love it. What was the emotion behind this? Where was your headspace at when you were going through this? Because I feel there's so many different feels in this album. This piece of project.
Well, I did end up dropping a little piece of a pain song in there. The rest is motivational. Mm-hmm. And then I dropped my song No Friends on the album. No Friends, that's what's getting y'all ready for the next album I'm dropping, which is going to be my pain songs. So throwing that in there with a bunch of other vibey, just different styles, it was this is not all over the place, but I'm trying to find the word. It just, I don't know, it just fit. It just seemed like I had to show y'all what I could bring to the table first, and then now I'm finna open up to y'all. Like, I had to show you what I'm about, just a little bit. And since a few of those songs on there I made when I was 18, I shared that as well, which was Mason Margiela, Tell Me, and Lonely. I made those 3 when I was 18, and so being able to drop that, it was just sharing like the younger version of me coming into like, you know, the older me and the improved me. So I'm just ready to drop more.
What's the writing process like for you? Because we don't get that all the time, man. Now nobody wants to write. The fact that you said you love writing, I love that.
This is what happens. I smoke a lot.
Okay.
So I'll be in the studio after blunt after blunt after blunt, just in my thoughts, thinking and just piecing things together, and it comes out how it comes out. Like, it's really all about the beat. When I feel the beat, oh, I'm going crazy. It got to be the beat. I got to connect.
How do you choose your beats? Is it something that you stick to specific, or you're just like, just bring them all to me?
Bring them all to me, and I'm gonna pick which ones I feel. I have to feel it. If I don't feel it in the first 10 seconds of the intro, I don't want it. But people different producers send me a lot of beats, so I go through my email like every day, and I'll listen to beats, and I'll pick which ones I'm like, oh yeah, I could do this. If it's something different, I'm like, I'm gonna challenge myself real quick. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll hear something, I'm like, I like the beat. I don't know if I could do something on it. So I'll challenge myself, and it'll turn out like a hit. So it's just all about trusting yourself and trusting that you're going to, like, kill it every time. You really just got to, like, be like, oh, yeah, I can do it.
Again, that confidence. That
it's just confidence.
It's just coming out of you.
Yes.
Mia Snow. Where does the name come from? I heard it has, like, a...
Snow, yes. I used to not like my government name, which is Mia, because of the system and everything going through things. So I actually used to be called Young Snow, because I was also young too. I'm just like, I'm gonna go with it. As I got older, I'm like, you know what, Mia is the one with all the pain. Snow is the one who conquered all of that and can get through it and just is pushing for greatness. So I tied them together because it's like, why not? I get Snow from Snow Bunny, but I never like being called Snow Bunny because I don't be hopping around. Like, I'm not like that. Like, I'm just Snow. My heart cold. You know, you call me Snow White, Snowball, Snowflake, but don't call me Snow Bunny. So it's just the fact that I was just like, you know what? Like, why not? Mia Snow.
I love that. I love that everything you're incorporating, even when you said, like, the album Cold Summer, you know, there was the pain and the joy. You know, you keep incorporating that. And I feel like it's something extremely needed right now for the youth.
It's okay. Like, you can be in a lot of pain. You don't got to be healed. It's okay. Like, I'm not healed. I'm not out here doing dumb shit, just fucking my life up or anything. You got to, like, literally be close to God. Now, I'm not saying throw on a little nun fit or having to, you know, be in a deep religion or a cult or anything. I'm not saying that. Just as long as you know what's good with you and God, and you praying and you making sure you're doing right, everything's gonna, like, work in your favor. So that's just all it is.
And it's that key piece to do the right thing.
Yes. Like, you gotta want to do the right thing. You can't just be doing the right thing because it's right. You gotta want to do it.
That's right.
Because otherwise it just feels like you're just doing it because you're looking for a blessing.
Yeah,
you're just looking for something good to come out of it. Me, I don't care. Like, this is what happened one time. I'm actually going through a lot right now back in the A. And I got hurt real bad while I was on tour. I had to put my things in storage, and I'm just dealing with that right now.
Mm-hmm.
I had $1 in my wallet. Just one, because my Cash App ended up closing. I lost my money. It was a lot all at once. So things just kept happening back to back. There was a homeless person who came into the car. I had some chicken, and I had that $1. I gave her the chicken, and I gave her the $1. Because if somebody does something to me, I went, and I want to do something good to at least make me feel good for a few seconds. Because my headspace was not good at all that day. Wow. And it felt good doing something good after I just had some negativity around me. So
wow,
that's how I look at it. You gotta want to do something good. Like, I don't care what blessings come out of it.
And still being in that mentality to be able to think of the other person while going through what you're going through.
Like, it literally just happened in that car, and then the homeless person came up, and I'm like, Let me do this.
Wow. Talk about testament of faith. Wow. All right. Let's talk about what's out. I'm so caught up on your story. Let's talk about what's out.
I just dropped my song with Duke Deuce. Apple Juice Tequila. Yeah,
everybody's loving the tequila right now. What's up with that?
I mean, hey, tequila gets you right.
And I heard it's a better hangover. Because I'm a dark. I drink
dark too. I started off with Henny. And then I'll still drink some Henny.
I went to the Jameson.
When I'm with my people, when I'm with my people, I'm not gonna drink dark because I may get to fighting. So that's
the problem with the dark and the white, I think. Look, people in the background like, they're green.
Yeah. Yeah, that just dropped, and we're doing the music video when I get back to the A. So I'm excited.
How is it working with him?
It's cool. Like, I've been in one of his music videos, Show Love. That's my dog, and then it's just. I had my producer send me some beats. I picked which one I wanted. And since I'm like, you know what? I wanted him to have fun on it. So I'm going to go off him. I'm going to pick the beat. I'm going to send it to him. Let him do his thing. And I'm going to go off him. So it was cool doing that.
And the fact that you could do that, again, you're showing how versatile you are.
I wanted to see what I could do, what he would do. Because if I get on there, it's going to be like way different. So I wanted to match his flow a little bit. So because he knows more of his fan base than I would. Because that's Memphis. And I'm like, fuck it. Let's go off him.
All right, the industry. What's something you love about the industry? And what's something you're like, all right, this got to change within the next 4 years. Snow is coming through to change shit
It don't need to change in the next 4 years. It need to change right
now.
I'm going to tell you what I don't like first. I don't like how I keep getting tried every time I'm in the studio. Either it has something to do with a producer, engineer, either somebody's in there, somebody extras in there trying me. I'm there to work. I don't want you.
Let's go.
Like, I don't want you. I wish guys can just chill. Relax. Just chill. You don't have to fuck every female. Like, chill on me. I'm Snow the bro. Chill on me.
I love that.
One thing I love, though, is just the different type of music. The industry has so many different types. And in a race, too. Like, you have Black people doing country now, like, and feeling comfortable. It's all about the confidence, because growing up, I didn't see a lot of, like, I've never seen any Black country, like, artists before. And I'm like, I don't even listen to country music anymore, but I used to a lot when I was young. And I'm like, wow, I really like this. Like, this is really cool, to be honest, because I'm over here rapping, you know. I'm just like, I like this. So it's just, I love seeing the different, like, versatility in everybody, to be honest.
And again,
like, I like to look at somebody and not judge them by the cover, but, like, I like the, what is the word?
Like that the unexpected thing.
Yes. I want to expect the unexpected. So it's like, I like being blown away. I like different things. So.
Was that ever a worry for you coming into the game and thinking, all right, I'm a female,
even just being a female, but because I'm also, my skin color is white. I'm actually Northern European. I'm Irish and Italian. But of course my skin color is white. So people will be like, oh, throw on your cowgirl boots. And I'll joke and I'll be like, I can't. Beyonce got them on right now. You know, shout out to Beyonce because she's doing her thing with the country. But it'd be like a little funny joke because it's like, I'm gonna stay on my forces right now. When Beyonce get done, I'll put them back on. Maybe the funny things like that, you just gotta take the criticism. Like when somebody be like, oh, that's trash. Why this white girl doing rap? She should do this. She should do that. Go do this. I just be like, my bad. I'll do better next time.
I love that. You just gotta feed it, right? Yeah. You gotta feed it and stay positive.
Yeah.
Is there any artist that, I mean,
it's I want to work with,
but you want to work with? Yeah, I'm like, they all gonna happen.
There's a good four right now. Tory Lanez, free Tory, Tusi, Gunna, and Chris Brown.
Oh my goodness, I love that. I can see something happen with Tusi like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez gonna come out soon. Yeah. Oh man, but Tory's not but coming. Hits, he's coming out.
Even if he sends me something from jail, I got you, and we're finna go viral.
Oh my goodness. What can we expect from the next piece of work?
Well, Seddy Hendrix is on my song coming out. It's called I'm Not Okay, And that falls in with this tour. This is the I'm Not Okay tour. And then it also falls in line with the album I'm putting that song on, which is called I'm Not Okay. So you can be ready for that album coming out.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. You work with Erica Banks?
Yes, she's
and
actually
Hancho.
She's on my Oh No song.
Yes.
That's my viral song right now. And
how was it working?
She's known me since I was like 18 too. Like
oh my goodness.
She used to be in my sessions when she was like dating my producer at the time. So she would come to the session a few times and sit there. So we know each other from that. So it just came like when she said she wanted to get on it, I was like, yeah, you can get on it. Why not? Girl. And then with Huncho, yes, that was the same thing. Like I had actually did a feature with Lil Quill out there in Atlanta, and Huncho was on his album, and we was all in a group chat. And at first they thought I was another guy in the chat, and they was like, "Why y'all putting new numbers in here? Just, like we don't want nobody new in here." And I'm like, "I'm a female, and I'm on one of the albums."
And I came to work.
I came to work.
Right? Let's remind everybody. She's
like,
here to work.
Yeah, they followed me, and then me and Huncho, I saw him in the studio on his story one day. So I just sent a song I had in my phone to him, and he sent it back and got on it. Like he got on it and sent it back, yeah. And we just put it up.
Please give us a piece of advice. I mean, you're such a positive person. Again, the confidence, the fact that you came from a dark place, and you brought your light with you the whole way. We need some gems from you.
Just keep going. It's really nothing complicated about it. It's literally just keep going. Block the negativity out. Like, these people don't love you for real out here. You gotta love yourself. When you love yourself, really you can just do anything. That's all. So when you tap in with yourself and you just actually keep going, you're gonna get far. Literally.
Mia Snow, y'all. Absolutely a whole life.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to see what's to come. I mean, your numbers are going crazy right now.
Yeah, I'm going viral.
I know you're viral. You're in the 3 mils right now with the views that you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
literally 3 million people have watched my page in just a month. So 30 days, like.
And how does that even feel? Like, I can't even fathom 3 million people.
I mean, Instagram's not a real place for me, but it kind of is because it's literally people.
That's right.
All around the world on it.
That's right.
But it's like, it don't feel like reality sometimes because I'm like.
Which is a good thing, I think, right? Because
it's a good and bad thing.
Okay.
It's like, sometimes you're doubting yourself, but then it's like, wow, is this actually happening? But it's okay because I got it. I got this.
You do politics? Just like, fuck what's happening right now.
I don't know.
Listen to her music.
It
That's
ain't my business.
Yo,
I ain't voting for nobody.
We pulled up Mia Snow. Yo, I cannot wait. You're on tour. What's when you go October? What's the first place you're going
I'm
to?
coming back out here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm coming back out here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to hit up Morris because I want to be there.
All right, bet.
Let's do this. Yo, again, Jacina Love, Lavish Lift, Mia Snow, Listening Network. You heard it here, y'all. The pull up, baby.
Yep.